Hello, hello, my friend. How are you? Hope you're doing alright, my beautiful student. So as I might present myself, I'm gonna be your physical physics tutor. Yes, we're gonna learn some about physics. About I'm gonna just teach you not really complicated things, but how do you say, like the main general principles in physics, because they are very important to know what is physics, how do you profit from physics, what's the purpose of physics, and is physics is good. Do you find physics complicated? Well, it won't be after today. Hey. So I have here my little notebook. Let me see, let me find a clean one. Yeah, this one look clean. This one look clean. Let me get closer so I can see you. You can see me. I am hoping by now you know some mathematics, some algebra, because I know you're gonna say, but physics, algebra, math, there is nothing in common. No, you are wrong. You are very wrong, my friend. Everything is evolved around mathematics. But anyway, I'm gonna just take a guess and say you like mathematics and you know how to deal with 1 plus 1. So I'm gonna just move straight to physics. So physics, what is physics? Let me tell you a story behind our modern physics. There was a guy. Wait. There was a guy. Let's say this is a guy, and we're gonna call this guy Newton. This Newton, he was in the university, wanted to learn some things like you want, but for some reason he saw an apple tree. So we draw a tree, we do chip, 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 chip. I hope you are following. And we have here a little tree, a little apple, an apple tree. So he was like, I'm tired, I'm hungry. Maybe if I sit under the tree, I God might drop one apple on me, and I'm gonna eat and rest at the same time, 2 in 1. So he just, laid down under this tree in here, let's say in here. For some reason, his wish came true. You may wanna say, but what do you mean his wish came true? He was laying down, chilling. The apple fell on his head. Yeah, it just hit his head. He was like, wow, what the fuck? How the heck this apple came above my head and it just dropped and hit my head? He was like, well, if this one can drop, then there is something is pulling it, right? There is something pulling it, because like, let's say you pull your friend from his arm, he's gonna get to your side, because if you pull him hard enough, you may also get him to your side. So anyways, So anyways, what he was trying to say, that for every action there is a reaction. So for this apple to drop, there is something put in it. Or for any kind of action there is a reason. And he was, if this is drop, then there must be a power, pulling it. So he came by the idea of gravity. What gravity means? Gravity means anything is getting pulled by a power. What is the power? Nobody knows. It's been almost hundreds, thousands of years. Nobody even came close. They always drop these theories in physics, but unfortunately, nobody knows what causes gravity. We know, but in the other hand, we know that there is a gravity, or there is some kind of power, as you may say, that is, keeping us on our feet, keeping us moving. We are not flying. I mean, you have birds flying, but that's another thing, because they use air as force to fly. So what I was just saying, yeah, he was like, so what I was just saying, he said, so there must be something, and he called it a gravity. Gravity. Now, how can you be so sure there is a gravity? Because I'm gonna tell you why. Throw now an apple up in the air, it will come down. What goes up comes down, right? This is, a saying we all say. What goes up must come down. That's a gravity. But this is one of the main principles in physics that I'm telling you. Maybe you were gonna be in love in physics one day, and you will tell us what causes gravity. Because actually, if we look at the beginning of time, when all the planets were, getting where it start forming, everything was a bunch of dust, as you may say. It was all a bunch of dust, and actually it was all of atoms, like helium, no, not helium, hydrogen, and then it became silicon and oxygen, etc., etc. So when all these atoms came together, actually, let me tell you something. Every atoms, it's either negative or positive or neutral. Neutral, it's when there is one positive, one negative, so it cancels out. But when there is positive, there is negative. This is pretty logic, like a magnetic, when you put, let's say this is negative, this is positive, they're gonna attract each other. But the problem, this won't solve the gravity issue, because because yes, this is okay, I'm gonna be alright with you. This is negative and this is positive, but how did they become negative and positive? You may go also deeper. You will say there's a quark, there is a there's like electrons and neutrons and photons. No, photons, this is the light. Yeah, but anyway, you may say, yeah, but there is all these, everyone is, charged by negative or positive. But you need to tell me also, if you go a little bit deeper, how electrons are being negative. We don't know. See, this is one of of all time challenges and mystery against science. If we know how gravity created, we may know how black hole created. What's a black hole? A black hole is something in the sky. Let's say, what's a black hole? A black hole is something created in the sky. It's like, yeah, some may give it a little bit, of arms and legs. Yeah, so this is black hole. How the black hole came alive? Well, actually, the life cycle of a star, once it ends, it 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 either go to a black hole, like it turns to black hole, or it went and became a neutron star, something like this. I don't remember the name, but became to star but smaller with more gravity. So, but when it becomes a black hole is a really interesting thing. It absorbs everything. It even absorb time. So it got gravity, right? As we said, the definition of Newton. So there is a gravity, right? So there must be a gravity in the black hole. But I'm gonna tell you, this is not necessarily, because the black hole, it's even it make time go slower. So let's say you are in the school, and your teacher is talking, but you feel every minute, every second like it's an hour. That's one of the black hole effect. I call this a teacher a black hole teacher. She got a black hole. Yeah, it's the same exact thing. And black hole, it takes everything, but it doesn't give anything. Now, some may say black hole is a gate to another dimension. It may be, but are you sure, mister? Are you sure, sister? Of course not, because if the scientist not sure, how could you be so sure? Yeah, so I think I'm gonna just end my session for today. I hope I raised a lot of questions in your head, which is my objective. Because let me tell you something, teaching has become very shitty. Why? Because if I'm gonna tell you, okay, you have to remember this, you have to remember this equation, this formula, whatever, you're gonna go home exhausted, hating me, because now you have things to do. But if I just raise a question in your head, it will make you search it on the internet. Everybody has Google, right? It will make you question like, what is light? What is an atom? What is neutron? Who is Newton? What's an apple? Right? All these interesting questions. So you go and you start, oh my god, I'm so interested in physics, I've never done this before. And when you are interested in something, what does that cause? It causes you to love it. To when you are interested, let's say you are interested in food, you're gonna learn everything about food because you are interested in it, right? Please tell me yes. So that's what I'm talking about. If you are interested in physics, now you can go look it up, know what's up, and maybe one day you will solve all our problems about gravity and physics. Okay, okay, my lovely child. Now I gotta go. Bye.